Good day everyone. So welcome to another video. It's been a while since I've recorded something. I've decided to do something that's maybe not really the focus of the channel, but something that has popped up, and interested in me, and I thought I'd do some like investigative journaling and journalism. Well, I did some investigative work and I wanted to find out about what is Forex, and what are Forex traders. It's something that's like popped up, in the last 2 to 3 years, and it's become quite popular in South Africa, and probably a little bit worldwide. I think we've always seen, the stock exchanges, the JSE, the New York Stock Exchange, and these are things known to us. But like, what are traders, and like local traders? Or so obviously this topic, had me wondering, and I thought, wait, the best thing to do is actually to speak to somebody who trades, but not just also trades, but also is a teacher, teaches people how to do trading. And I threw him some questions, and I just thought I'm going to check him out on Instagram. I think many of us have been following traders and seeing the lifestyle. We see the blue screens and, not so often the red screens, and, what is pips and what is this and that. And we've become, we've started to learn about some big names within the South African scene of what are brokers. I actually see some of them driving around in their cars. I want to say in my area, but I don't actually live in the area. I go shopping there. And then obviously we see certain traders who are making big money, but maybe just to find out a little bit about more, and is this feasible for the average person? Yeah, maybe this answers some questions today. I spoke to the guys at Don't Touch My Wicks. For those of you who don't know, it's a punny on trading. So my first question to them was, what does a course cost? Because I've sort of, if you Google or you check Instagram, there's different prices. And so he said, courses generally range anything between probably like 5 to 10,000. I've seen certain as high as 15,000. I've seen some as low as 1,000. His cost is 2,000, and this includes a book, like a little, basically a layout of what's going to be taught to you, and then also a little chart, so of charting patterns. For those of you who don't know, you'll see these like candlesticks, which are green and red little bars, if I can call it that. So his course is 2,000 Rand. It seems relatively affordable, but I thought, wait man, like 2,000 Rand, what makes it different to others? And so, is this, again, is it feasible? Because it's one thing paying and it sounds cheap, but is it worth it? I asked, what does the trading teaching, what does the teaching actually entail? And it was described as a mentorship. So the mentorship, it starts off with 8 classes spread over a period of, 4 weeks? So it's basically then, so 2 a week. And obviously you would liaise with him, and then he would kind of set up when he's available and you're available. But the added benefit is described as, what makes it more beneficial is you get added to a WhatsApp or Telegram group where information is shared. So you share your trading setups, and people are able to criticize it. Well, not criticize, but kind of give you feedback. But it was also a group where you could answer questions that you may have to pose. Having said that, the booklet that you would receive includes a trading plan, and then you can basically tailor the trading plan according to your specific needs. Two probably of the questions that one has, if you hear people speaking about it, is how long does it take to make money, and how much money are you going to make? Now, I personally have seen people making tons of money. I also seen people losing a lot of money. That's the part people generally don't share with you. But what was described to me was, if you want to be successful, you need to take your time. It's a new skill you're learning. You need to take the time to understand what you're doing. And also, I kind of got this idea through questioning, was that it wasn't necessarily about just making money. It was about protecting your capital. So, for capital is essentially the money you start off with, or you invest in what is then considered your business. And you shouldn't just be risking, 50% on a trade. You should kind of be taking it slow. So I had a look around, and most people are going to say try and risk like 1 to 3% of your capital on one trade, which means you have to take 100 trades before you essentially lose all your money. But the idea is obviously that you're supposed to be good at what you're doing. You only trade with your live money, with your real money, if I can put it like that, once you understand what you're doing. But even then, you need to slowly compound your money, or you need to slowly gain your skill, but also slowly gain momentum. And there's many ways of phrasing it, but it's about not being greedy, and not risking 50% of your account and thinking like, let's go in, I can make 10,000, and then you lose half of your money. So it's rather about slowly gaining momentum. And again, you know, people can make a hell of a lot of money. I've seen people sharing and being happy making 50 rand, making 100 rand. Then I've also seen, you know, on Instagram, of course, people sharing where they've won, or, you know, they like 1 million rand in. But that's also very realistic. It is very possible. But that doesn't come immediately. It doesn't come very quickly. That takes a long time to get that type of skill. It's not going to happen overnight. And I think that is what a lot of people are stuck out thinking is going to happen. So I asked, you know, what is the minimum that you start off? Because again, like I would think it's a business. So what is the minimum you start off with? Do you need like 10,000 rand? Do you need 20? Because certain people are saying risk 1 to 3%. So I mean, how much are you then risking in monetary value? And it was suggested to me that you can generally start off with about $100, which is just over 1,500 at the moment, and you can slowly, you know, grow your account from there without risking too much of your account, and I guess that seems reasonable. So I asked them over at Don't Touch My Wicks, you know, what sets your course of, like, aside from other people, because there's a lot of people saying that they can teach you, so why must I come to you specifically? And also kind of just, you know, what sets various courses apart. So, well, to start off with, he, you know, said that the course is the ongoing mentorship. It's lifetime mentorship. But this is something I've seen from multiple people. But he was also quite passionate about, you know, saying it's not actually about money. And, you know, I would like to believe I'm good at reading and understanding people. And I generally got that vibe, you know, it's not about making tons of money. Was very respectful, very patient. And I have actually spoken to other traders or other teachers before, and they don't have that kind of, you know, patience and understanding. And it's more about like, dude, we're going to make so much money and all this. And where certain people are more focused on the skill set. And I think that is so cool. But that there's a dedication to improving the skills of each student, of course. I asked these guys, why is there such a big stigma around trading? Because to me, you know, we all make fun of it on Facebook and all this, and, you know, we see the Forex graphs, and so I asked, you know, what's going on? And I think, well, this is an assumption I can make, and I've also been approached by various people, and I think there's a lot of scams going around. You know, invest 10,000 and we'll flip it, and we'll make 50,000 by the end of the week, and give us a month, we'll make 100,000. And I think, you know, we're all on tough times at the moment, so when you present somebody with that opportunity, I think people are desperate. People are like, look, I can create a better lifestyle for myself relatively fast. And if you pick on vulnerable people, I think you will get, you know, a few people, what you call it, you know, jumping at these opportunities. I remember somebody saying that their course was 2,000 rand, or like 1.5. And basically a scammer had said, no, you know, the course is 10,000, but we need an investment of like 50,000. And somebody actually went to go take out a loan, and poof, there's the money gone, because they were promised, you know, pay X amount for the course, but we will help you flip your money like to 500,000 within a matter of weeks. So I think a lot of it is the scams, and I think also the lifestyle that gets promoted. You know, why these people are standing on their cars, I don't know. If I had a Lamborghini, like, my God, I worked hard for it, even if it was trading. I'm not going to go stand on it. And then it's obviously the shoes and the money, you know, standing here, like you can speak on money, not on a phone, you know what I mean? So it's just kind of the lifestyle. And I do get that we say, you know, showing what we have isn't bragging, but I think it does get to a point where it's boastful. And I think there's also a lot of stigma, because often if you're not making the same money, then you're almost like looked down upon. saw a Forex Traders page where it actually had said, you know, if you're not creating a better lifestyle, don't blame other people. You know, here's Forex trading and I can create a better life, and you just lazy and this and that, and kind of like, okay, it's a little bit harsh. You know, people aren't necessarily just lazy, and here's my course and you can create a better lifestyle. And it kind of just seems a little bit manipulative to get people to take your course. So the last point, you know, that was told to me is, obviously you can trade various things. You can trade oil and gold, and you can trade various currencies. And obviously we all hear NASDAQ because we're like, yeah, these oaks are like a bloody well on their phones, but we feel like we're on the stock exchange when we're doing it. I say we, like I trade NASDAQ or something. But having said that, you know, the idea was, you know, be patient. And, you know, in what I've kind of just, you know, found out is, if you want to be successful in Forex trading, and I definitely believe you can, is that you have to be patient. You know, you can't just go and get the skill and assume you're going to make money. If you go and study, or if you do an apprenticeship, or you go and volunteer and you gain a skill, you're not going to be the best of it by next week. You know, so don't expect to be bringing in 10,000 Rand a week by trading, but you started like last week. It's take the time, be patient, follow the rules, and generally breaking the rules you're going to lose, because the rules are there for a reason. The rules are there to help you stay on track. So be patient, take the time that you need, and I suppose most of all, I want to say enjoy it, but it also should be something where it's like a business, and respect it like that. And obviously from my side, I just want to say thank you to the guys at Don't Touch My Wicks CPT. Yeah, it's really it was a great experience to interact with them and just get some information. And it's not that I want to promote their business, but I definitely think that they are somebody that it's worth reaching out to if you want to be successful in trading.